So this is a pride of my vintage guitar collection. It's a 1960s K, I think. It's probably worth like 10 million. Probably 12 million. The actual true story is it's kind of the first guitar I ever had. So I used to play it, I borrowed my sister's acoustic guitar. I was about 12, you know, and yeah, we used to read the Fender magazines, and I don't know, when your kids are so obsessed with it. My cousin had it's not this guitar, but it's exactly the same, you know. And he said to me sometime when we were visiting him, he said, oh, you can have it. Wow, you know, for me it was just, as a kid, 12-year-old kid wanted to learn status quo, whatever, you know. This was it. And when can I have it, you know? Oh, when you come on, so we used to go on every Wednesday, you know, so I went on the first Wednesday and he wasn't there. And I'm freaking out, not trying to say anything, but, you know, trying to get round to this subject. And yeah, I kind of said it, you know, Steve said it, I can have his guitar, and they all looked at me a bit weird, what? No, he did, honest. And yeah, it kind of, you know, the conversation died because he wasn't there, and I was just gutted. I mean, I was really so head up, and I had an old radio at home, you know, and I'd set it all up to work as an amplifier. And I was dreaming for the whole week, you know, about this. And I was gutted, totally gutted. And I'm kind of, you know, making hints and all that was just going nowhere. You know, they go, what's wrong with you today, John? You know. Anyway, the week later, you know, I'm kind of, you know, I was asking my mum, can you make sure Steve's? And I go, what? I just didn't understand what it meant to me, you know. So, yes, we got there. And it was just the usual thing, you know, I don't think he was there. And I'm just freaking out when I'm so completely hyper now, completely off my brains. And then he turned up, and so he comes in and he's just chatting away normally. Again, I'm trying to get around to the subject, you know, and I sort of said it, I think, and he sort of didn't respond. And I'm dying now, I'm completely dying, you know. I was a bit of a shy kid anyway, you know, so. Anyway, somehow it happened, you know, like I took it home, and that was just incredible. And I sort of did loads of stuff on it to make it like a Fender. So I forged Fender on here, you know, and to make it play better. I was trying to get, you know, an amazing action on here. So I filed the frets down. I mean, there's no frets on it anyway. So I filed the frets down. So the problem with filing the frets down is when you bend, it's hard on you because the frets are so low, you know. But the problem is the pad of your finger touches the fingerboard when they're too low, you know. So it's really hard to bend it. But I thought it was amazing. I like this was the thing. I go to my mates, look at this, man. Look, you know, look at the action. It's just out of the world, you know. That's how it was as a kid, anyway. So I bought this guitar probably 20 years ago. I saw it in eBay, and I just bought it for kind of as a memory. It's exactly the same. It's about as shit as the original one, you know. And yeah, I just pulled it off. I had it hanging on the wall since I bought it. Really, I put new strings on when I bought it, just as a matter of respect, and I had a little play with it. But it's just to look at, you know, just a memory. And I just got it off the wall now, covered in dust. So I cleaned it a bit. I've put some teak oil on a fingerboard, you know, so you can play like really fast, you know, fast runs, you know. You can actually. Like I say, it's just not. It's, you know, it's okay for learning on, but. yeah, so I had to I cleaned the fingerboard, put a bit of oil around, you know, because you know I don't want to protect it. I don't want it to fall apart, you know. And I thought, you know, put some WD-40 on the switches. It sort of cleans the contacts and puts a sort of bit of oil on there as well. Hit them back and forth, cleans the surfaces, but it gives it an oiled movement on there as well. The volume and tone pot, I'm not going to touch. I did spray them, but they kind of the volumes. you turn it like a mill and it's off, and you can't get it back on. You got to sort of wiggle it back and forth. So I'll just leave that as it is. It's got a tremor, and it's got a. It's okay. You can't buy this sound like that. It is vintage, you know. But a vintage guitar's got to be hard to play. I think there's no weight on it, you know. It's just a kid's. I don't want to be paid for them. They're just in catalogue or something, you know. K. So I'm going to try and record something meaningful on it. It sounds alright. I don't think mine sounded that good when I play this. It's got to sit around for 50 years. So the wood settled down, you know. So it's got all that characteristics, you know, of a vintage guitar. Everything's, you know, is where it is. No, it's not going to move. The neck's pretty flat. The action is okay, you know. If it was refretted, it'd be, you know, with decent frets on there. It would be playable, definitely. It's quite thin, the neck, so there's not a lot of movement. There's not much gap between the strings. So, you know, for kids and you know, for learning on, it's good. Like I noticed that I've got to try and get used to the gap on there. Otherwise, I sort of trip on you know, when I'm going through. It's alright, isn't it? Sounds alright. Anyway, you got pickups. I'm afraid to touch them because it might never work again without a complete rebuild. But so this is treble. And then you got the neck pickup. It could be a jazz guitar. It is that, you know. It's that good. Probably is worth millions. There's not a jazz guitar in the world who complain about that song, really. I guess if I was like, you know, a young person wanting to learn it, I wanted some sort of vintage sound, rockabilly or something like that, I suppose, you know. Probably be alright.
tripping on the strings. I thought it'd be like on stage, it'd probably feedback like hell, and I don't, you never know, do you? These sort of cheap guitars tend to lose a lot of power on the stage, a lot of presence, you know. And I mean, I used to do gigs with mine, you know, when we were all kids, and you know, nobody cared, did they? You just thrash away the guitar, scream over the microphone, and nobody cares today. It's just about having a laugh, really, you know, and believing that you're going to be a superstar. Impressing the girls. The most important thing for me. So anyway, I'm going to try and record something of great importance and see what comes out. I just tried the volume. That's got a cool thing to have, isn't it? Memory wise. The style is great, isn't it? Original 60s crap, which ain't so bad.